Yo, what's up guys, it's Levi here and welcome to another video on the Team Gullit channel where we thought it was time to update you on the best controller and camera settings in FC 25. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna show you my controller and camera settings, and after that you can try them out. Some things might be different from the controller or camera settings you use. Most of the things will probably be the same, but make sure to watch this video because it can be really important. Let's just not waste our time. Let's jump straight into the controller settings. So, for the controller settings, first things first, you can see my preset is on competitive. This automatically forces some settings to be on or to be off, which you can see at the right of our screen. The competitive preset is always enabled in online competitive matches, so it's mandatory to use this in our tournaments like the Pro Open or the EAFC Play or whatever tournament. It is mandatory to have this preset on competitive. The following settings are affected by the competitive preset: auto shots, assisted headers, auto flare pass, through pass assistance, lob through pass assistance, auto clearance, jockey, defending, and contextual agile dribbling. This means there are 9 settings that we can't change, are mandatory because the competitive settings force us to use it like that. If you don't play competitive, you obviously could choose to use these settings in a different way, but for now I'm going to show you my settings, and obviously my preset is on competitive. So as you can see, auto shots is off, same goes for assisted headers, both are forced. Then shot assistance is on precision. This is a really big topic. I got a lot of questions about precision shooting or assisted shooting, which one I prefer, which one I would recommend, and which one is better. To be honest, if you are comfortable with using precision shooting and you mastered it, I think it's better. At the start of the year, I didn't really like it, but now I've played tons of games. I think I prefer precision shooting to assisted shooting, although it can be really hard to master. So do you not want to become a competitive player but just want to have good weekend league scores? Then I would probably recommend assisted. Do you really want to get the best player possible and maybe start to compete? Then I would recommend to start using it on precision. Then timed finishing obviously is on. Do you want the highest chance of scoring your chances? Then you gotta time green as much as possible. If you have timed finishing off, this is not possible. Obviously you also can't time yellow or red, but that's the risk. When you master timed finishing, you probably won't time red or yellow too often, so it probably would be a big advantage than if you would not use timed finishing. Then we see auto flare pass is off, through pass assistance and lob through pass are on semi, ground pass assistance is on assisted. What this does, ground pass direction and power are both assisted. This ensures that ground passes travel into the receiver's path while also avoiding opponent's players. So if this is on semi or manual, it's way harder to aim your ground passes. Obviously you are already aiming them with assisted. If you're gonna pass fully manual, it's gonna be really hard sometimes. Same goes for cross assistance, also on assisted. Lob pass assistance is also on assisted. Pass receiver locker is on late. This means the pass receiver is locked as late as possible around the same approximate time as when the ball is kicked. This means that if you're trying to make a pass and the last moment you want to change direction because you see your opponent is in the passing lanes or you just want to change it, it's possible. You can also put this on, I think it's classic or normal. Then once you just make a pass to the left, it will go to the left. Precision pass sensitivity is on normal. Auto clearance is another setting that's forced, is off. Clearance assistance is on directional. Jockey is on manual. Then defending, this is a big one. You can use tactical defending or advanced defending. It's really personal preference. Tactical defending allows you to time your tackles and maintain your position. It will contextually choose, depending on a player's position, between a stand tackle and a more physical tackle when the circle button is pressed. This means it's probably easier to defend because you don't need to do too many inputs yourself. The game will decide what kind of tackle is good for what kind of situation. So this one is probably easier. Advanced defending gives you the freedom to choose your tackle type. Press circle to attempt a stand tackle, press X to attempt a shoulder challenge or a seal out. So here you have 2 buttons for 2 or maybe even 3 different types of tackles. So if you mastered it, it can be better, but I think this one is just all about personal preference. Pass block assistance is on, auto switching is on air balls and loose balls only, auto switching move assistance is on none, right stick switching is on classic, right stick switching reference is on player relative, right stick switching sensitivity, I have it on 5, next player switching is also on classic. Then we have reaction time calibration, I have this off. At the start of the year this was a big topic because people used to say that If you had this off, it would make your menus way quicker. That was capped because in the end it just needed a patch for the menus to feel smooth. Reaction time calibration sensitivity is on 6, but as I have it off, it doesn't matter, so I don't know what it does. Player lock is on. Again, if you want to be the best player possible, you gotta get the player lock into your system, guys. So you can't have player lock off. If you're watching this video, I assume you want to get a better player. So the first thing you have to do is go to controller settings and put your player lock on. Contextual dribbling is off, another setting that's forced because of the competitive preset. Safe assistance is on assisted. This means balls within close proximity to the goalkeeper's body will be automatically saved. For all other situations, positioning is important, but autosave will always make the attempt towards the ball. This setting only impacts user-controlled goalkeeper. Then we have analog sprint off, trigger effect is also off, and same goes for user vibration feedback. So that's it for the controller settings, the longest part of this video. Now the camera settings, where there are a few options. Me, I've always been used to telebroadcast. But the two options that 99.9% of the pros play, they play either telebroadcast or co-op. You might see a few who play like classic or tele, but 99.9% are playing either telebroadcast or co-op. Do you want to see as much of the pitch as possible? Go for co-op. Do you want to see a bit closer? Go for telebroadcast. I don't change anything either. Telebroadcast default, and the last thing I have is PowerShot zoom on off. This means you don't get the zoom in once you or your opponent is performing a power shot. That's basically it for the controller and the camera settings. I hope I helped you guys out a bit. If there are some things I explained you didn't know about or you never tried that setting, make sure to go and try it out. All that I want to ask you guys to make sure to put your thumbs up on this video. Leave a comment down below if you would like to. Subscribe on our channel. Thanks for watching and see you guys next time. Ciao.